Hey guys, Marmalade here. How's everybody doing? I hope well. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Geared Up with Marmalade. So you're probably wondering where I am right now. Well, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I decided to get away for a few days on some new BLM land that I found out about, up about maybe 30 minutes before you get to Big Bear Lake. So that's where I am, and it's in the San Bernardino National Forest. And I thought, why not do a gear video? So in this video, I thought I'd show you some gear that I've really never shown in detail. I bring it on all my backpacking trips. Its contents change, come and go, depending on where I'm going and the time of year and the kind of trail I'm on. When I do those gear videos, it shows my whole full gear loadout for a trip. Like when I went to the Sierras, I did a video showing everything I'm bringing. I just showed the whole bag, but I've never really I didn't know if it was that interesting, so I've never really shown it. But it is what I don't really have a name for it, but I just call it my assortment bag. It's got all kinds of stuff in there, um, and I always bring it. But depending on, like I said, where I'm going and the time of year, I think contents change. So I thought I just put everything in there that I always bring. I don't always bring all of this, but a lot of it's self-explanatory when I show it to you. But let's get started with the items. So we'll go through this now. If you carry one of these kind of bags, let me know how you do it, what you put it in, where you put it. This goes in, when I pack my quilt and my sleeping clothes go in the bottom. And then some of my jackets and things that I know I'm not going to need, let's say a rain jacket for the day, that goes towards the bottom. And then I put this sort of bag there. It's kind of flexible and it kind of shape shifts to wherever you need to put it. Um, and I'm sorry, guys, it's actually kind of hard to talk right now. It's cold right now. It's November, and it's the wind. It's a little bit of a breeze right now, but if I kind of am mumbling, it's because it's pretty cold. But it's sunny out, but it's probably 3 in the afternoon. It's getting cold. So the first thing is I always bring these small travel Kleenex. This weighs 6/10 of an ounce. But I just know that I don't know why, but in my real life I don't blow my nose that much. But on the trail, I think it's because you're basically a machine. Your body's a machine. You're breathing hard. I just have to clean out my nose a lot, not to be too graphic. But so I always bring one of these, and when I have resupply boxes, if I'm doing a through hike, I always send 1 or 2 of these in there too. They weigh, like I said, 6/10 of an ounce, so almost nothing. All right, next is a DCF backpack cover, rain cover. It weighs 1.5 ounces, super small. It even has its own little bag. This is from Z-Packs, and this fits my my Z-Packs Call backpack. And I haven't even used it yet, so we'll have to see when. Hopefully, I don't have to use it much. But this sometimes doesn't come with me if it's like a weekend trip, like I just did the desert, and it was going to be 80 every day and no rain. So sometimes I don't bring it, but this is in there most of the time. All right, this is something that's really saved my bacon. Um, it is 2.5 ounces, and it's Cycle Bomb by Body Glide. And why I use this, when I first started getting into this and I was getting chafing, I use all their, if you know their stuff at all, they do colors, and the green means something, the blue and the red and all that. And I had the blue, which was the for hiking, but it's a liquid, like almost like toothpaste kind of texture, and it was real messy. And then I actually talked to another hiker that's also a cyclist, and he said use this. It's a stick, deodorant stick kind of thing, and you just put it on, and it doesn't melt. It's not gross. You're not touching it. You just literally wipe it on your nether regions that you need to keep from chafing. And this stuff works great. It's for saddle sores, basically, like people that ride on bikes. So if that's a tip, this thing works great. They make different sizes of it. This is the smaller one. Like I said, I think it starts out when it's brand new at 2.5 ounces. All right, my next one is a cork ball by Rawology. It's a 1/2 ounce. It's the size, I would say, just a fraction bigger than a golf ball, but like I said, half of an ounce. So almost weighs nothing. But this will definitely on longer hikes really save your feet. I think if you're going to shorter ones, you may not need it, but for really long through hikes where you're really doing some damage and beating up your feet, this is really really good to have. All right, so my next one is a head bug net. I'm sure most of you have one of these. It weighs 1/10 of an ounce, and this will literally save your sanity. I especially need it in the long trail in Vermont. The black flies and the bugs were just relentless, and so it's by Sea to Summit. Like I said, obviously mosquitoes, in the Sierras, things like that. But this will definitely uh, just save your peace of mind. I'm telling you, it's either that or you just have to instantly go in the tent, and get away from them. This kind of comes and goes depending on the time of year, whether I have it in the bag or not. All right, so my next one is a DCF rock bag. It has 75 feet of cord in there. See if we can get it out of there. See here, my hands are getting cold now. See, pretty bright, 75 feet right there, real thin, light cord. Um, this only weighs 1.1 ounces. And I've only used it a couple times because I haven't been in situations where I've needed to hang it very much, or there's always bear lockers, but it's to hang your food bags in trees if you haven't seen one of these. And you basically take the string out, put a rock in here, tie the end of the string to this, and throw the rock in the bag over a limb, and then pull up your, and you normally use a carabiner or two, but yeah, so I have that. It's usually always in there. Sometimes I don't put it in there depending on where I'm going. All right, so the next one is a light load towel. And I don't know if you've ever seen the logo, but that's what it looks like. They make two sizes. This is the bigger one. This weighs 6/10 of an ounce, so not even, just a little over half an ounce. And it's the bigger size. Use this for all kinds of cleaning and getting the condensation off the inside of my tent and just all kinds of things. It just, like I said, it almost weighs nothing, so it doesn't hurt to bring it. I got this from lightsmith.com, L-I-T-E Smith.com. All right, so I have another towel in here. This is really interesting. This is one I've never seen anybody do. I'm sure people do it, but I just got this idea for myself. But this weighs 8/10 of an ounce, so almost 1 ounce, and it is just a almost 1 foot square piece of chamois. And this is actually comes from a 2-pack of dish towels you can get at Trader Joe's. And I had these. And I just got the idea on my thru hike on the PCT to bring this because there's times when you want to swim in a lake or clean off in a river, or I've been to places where they give you showers, but I don't carry a towel on trail, and they don't provide a towel. So this sounds silly, but this has saved me a lot. It's only 1 square foot, but a chamois, so you can wipe off, squeeze it out, keep going, and you can get the water off you. So I carry this. It doesn't, it's under 1 ounce, so yeah, it just saved me a lot. And it's great if you just want to, like I said, jump in a lake while you're hiking, and you can just try to towel off real quick. All right, my last one is something I didn't start out with in my thru hike, but ended up having to get it because of injuries, but is a pair of compression socks by Copperfit. And I just suggest, if I can give you guys any tip, if you're a pretty avid hiker and backpacker, I would bring these all the time, and I'm a believer in this. As I say, you don't really need these until you need them, then you really need them. But the quick story is that when I was doing my thru hike, I went up and over the San Jacinto Mountains, and I was post holding in the snow for it took us 11 hours to go 9 miles. And we got to camp, and I wear shorts, my legs were cut up and stuff, but I kept post holing up to my knees and my waist, and I had to keep forcing my legs out of these snow holes, these where my legs were sunken into. And I thought, I was sore, but I thought it was okay. But then the very next day, it's bad luck, was 8,000 feet down, elevation-wise, all the way down to Cabazon in the desert floor. And oh, here comes the wind. And as I was going down, my shins, it turned out I got shin splints on one of my legs, and I had to walk limp and walk on them for about 70, 80 miles to get to Big Bear. And I went to a Big 5 and got these things. And the compression really helps. It's kind of what KT tape does. I also carry some KT tape. It's just not in this kit. But so that saved me. And then if you guys watched me at all, when I was doing my thru hike in 19, I flipped and was coming south, and I ended up unknowingly breaking my ankle. I knew it was really jacked up, but I didn't wear it while I was hiking. But at the end of the day, my ankle, I had to hike about 4 or 5 days and 75 miles to get out of there on it. But every day it would really help to recover, because I get in the tent and I had an air mattress. I put my everything I could, extra gear in my pack under my feet to get my leg up, my ankle that was damaged. And I put the compression sock on. Oh my gosh, it gave it compression. It got, my ankle was huge. And if I have a picture, I'll show you here. But it was huge and swollen, and it just, by the end of doing like 18 miles a day on a broken ankle, you can imagine what it felt like. But I got my ankle up, and the compression socks helped get the blood and the swelling out of there. And so, obviously it was pretty jacked up, but it helped it recover as best as possible each day, so I could at least hike on it or limp on it until I got out of there. So I really think that I've had people tell me that I could have had a lot of damage if I didn't have these. So just think about it. I think they're great to have. They weigh just under 2 ounces, so to have that there. So like I said, you don't need them until you really need them. Okay, lastly, I got this bag. out of a hiker box. They're actually all over the place. It's a Sawyer. I don't know if you can see Sawyer on there. Um, it's a Sawyer. It comes with the Sawyer water filter pack. So when you buy a pack and you get all the parts and pieces in the filter, it comes with a mesh bag. Well, on the trail, people don't need these for anything, so they just throw them in the hiker boxes. So I just grab one. It weighs a half an ounce, and it's just great. And I like that I can actually see in there, so it helps me, especially in the dark or in the tent, if I have a little bit of light, to be able to not have to fumble through the whole bag. I just reach right for what I need. So, yeah, that's just, it's a perfect size too. All right, guys, that's about it for this video. All total, I put this all together and weighed it. It's 10.7 ounces. And like I said, I bet you there's 2 to 4 things that come out of here depending on where I'm going and the time of year and the trail. So it's a lot lighter, but that's a lot of stuff and a lot of uses for 10 ounces. So yeah, that's my bag. Tell me about you. Do you have one? How do you do it? Do you split them up different ways than me? These to me just aren't in any particular category, so I just thought they'd be better just to have. They're just like an odds and end assortment bag is what I call it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was informative, and make sure you subscribe and like, hit that notification bell so you'll know every time I post a video. Until next time, we'll definitely see you down the trail.